States. In parts 1 and 2, we did a general discussion of the terminology and the basics of clothing. What I'm going to do in this episode is actually show you the items and discuss each item in a little bit more detail. So stay tuned. We'll start off at the bottom with our feet. I'm a big advocate of the 2-sock system to prevent blisters and keep your feet comfortable. So we have a base layer, and this particular sock is polypropylene. It's very smooth and silky. There's no ribs and very few stitches or patterns on it. The purpose of this sock is to wick moisture away from your foot, and the slickness helps reduce friction. So we're cutting down on blisters with this one. Then you have a middleweight wool sock. This is both for insulation and to cushion. And again, between the 2 socks, you're really reducing that friction. It also serves a purpose to fine-tune the fit of the boot. Occasionally, you may want a heavyweight wool sock, especially if you're expecting colder temperatures. Now, a word of caution, the heavier weight wool sock is only useful if the boot still fits. If you find yourself squeezing your foot into the boot with the heavier sock, you're not going to be any warmer. In fact, you may be colder because your skin is being constricted in the capillaries and you reduce the blood flow. So make sure before you go with the heavyweight sock that you can get your foot in the boot. Okay, for underwear, again, no cotton. What you want to do, this is an athletic style brief. It's synthetic, it stretches, so you get a good kind of snug fit, and it'll wick moisture away and keep you more comfortable. Same concept on top. I wear a synthetic polyester t-shirt. Some people will forgo the t-shirt and just go with their base layer, which I'm going to show you next. These are polyester bottoms. You can get them in wool or silk. They all serve the purpose to wick moisture away from your skin, which helps keep you warmer. The advantage of polyester is it's less expensive and easier to launder, although people will say wool and silk are much more comfortable and warmer. Well, to go along with those bottoms, I have a polyester top. This has a crew neck. You can also get base layer tops with hoods, which is a desirable feature. Also, something that's really handy is if you have sleeves that have thumb holes, that will keep the sleeve from creeping up your arm as you put the other layers on. Now I want to talk about soft shell pants. These are nylon, a little bit of spandex, polyester pants, zippered pockets. You keep what you want on the inside and keep the outside on the outside. There are small thigh pockets on each side in this particular type. The alpine climbing pants, generally where the pockets are located is so that you can access them while wearing a climbing harness. A desirable feature is ankle zippers and a little clip that you can hook onto your boot to hold the front of the pant down. So these are 4-way stretch, water resistant, and wind resistant, not waterproof or wind proof. Now go to the mid-layer insulating layer. This is, I would describe it as a sun shirt. I wear this, I can wear it as a base layer if I so desire, but it's lightweight, synthetic material, it'll wick moisture away. It's SPF 50. What I really like about this particular one is it has a hood and a neck gaiter that really comes in nice. And again, those thumb holes to keep the sleeves down. If I wear this as a base layer, then I still need an insulating top. This is a synthetic polyester fleece. This particular is a very lightweight fleece. It's the type of fleece that runners might wear in the cooler seasons. But again, it's thinner than a sweatshirt, so I classify it as lightweight. This is a traditional fleece, which I would say is midweight because it does resemble the weight of a sweatshirt. I never wear this in the summertime climbing. I'm perfectly fine with a lightweight fleece. Again, just to demonstrate the weights of clothing, this is a heavyweight or expedition fleece. You feel it, it is very thick. It's like a fleece blanket. I never wear this. It's just too darn hot. Other options for insulating tops are that mid layer. This is just a simple wool shirt. It's lightweight. It's less than a sweatshirt heaviness. If I'm expecting cooler temps, I may want to go with something a little bit more robust. This is a sweater. It's acrylic, which is like synthetic wool, but yeah, about midweight. Okay, above the insulating layer, we're going to wear a soft shell jacket. The shell on this soft shell is a polyester nylon combination. It is wind resistant and water resistant, not proof. It has the zippers for various access, chest and so forth. Hood, and again, it has the thumb holes so you can keep it down tight around your wrists. This particular model has a little insulating layer. It's a very thin, lightweight fleece. Your soft shell jackets don't necessarily have to have insulation. Okay, now moving on to the hard shell. This is a simple lightweight hard shell, which means it is water and wind resistant. It's made out of that breathable but waterproof membrane with a nylon outer shell. Hood that fits over a climbing helmet. Has vents for the armpits, which is a very nice feature. And then we have hard shell pants, which are a little bit more complicated. These are full zip pants. So this is the top and the front of the pant. And here's where a leg would go. And there's the zipper that would zip it all the way down. I have this side. It's already zipped up. Kind of demonstrate. If you get the full zip pants, practice them at home because it's not really obvious once you have it all unzipped what's the front of the pant and what's the back of the pant. Where the pockets are will give you a clue. But again, desirable to have full zip so you can put these on while standing with boots and crampons on. So then I have my puffy jacket. This is what I would wear in camp in the evening when I'm not doing a lot of physical activity and it gets cool, or during that alpine start when you take a break and you just want to grab something, put it on so you don't lose a lot of body heat. This is a 800 downfill jacket. Again, has a hood that is large enough to go over a climbing helmet. That's most of the clothing system. A few other things. This is a fleece beanie cap. This one has ear flaps, but a wool, regular traditional beanie cap is great. Always bring that. For sun protection, a lot of people in the approach or under their helmet will wear a baseball style cap. What I want to point out, this cap, there's no button on the top. Try to avoid this little steel button on top of the traditional baseball hat. The reason is, think of that button as a small hammerhead sitting on the top of your head. When you place your helmet on your head, it can be uncomfortable. You got to adjust the helmet where the hat is so it's not pushing on your head. But the real reason is if there's a rock or ice fall that smacks down on the top of your helmet will absorb some of it. Some of that's going to drive that little hammerhead into the top of your skull. Point made. Okay. If you don't have a hood built in or gaiters, this is a baklava. It's really handy. It helps protect from wind and sunburn. Some, insulation value. You can get a heavier weight one if you want it. This is real handy for sleeping in. Helps keep the sleeping bag clean. A neck gaiter or buff would also serve the same purpose. On the approach, some people like broad brim floppy hats. Keep the sun off their ears and the back of their neck. That's great. They don't fit well under a helmet, so that's why some people prefer the baseball cap. The last thing I'm going to talk about are the sunglasses. You can get wraparound style or regular sunglasses, but what you want are side shields on the sunglasses. Make sure they're 100% UVA and UVB protection, and then either a category 4 or category 3 level glasses. That category is a measure of how much light passes through. Just for example, categories 1 and 2 are more fashion sunglasses. Category 3 and 4 are more sun protection glasses. The way to tell, if you don't know, is put the glasses on and look in the mirror, and if you can see your eyes, the glasses aren't dark enough. Okay, in a follow-on episode, I'll talk in more detail about gloves. They get a little bit more complicated. So, if you like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.